Just want to get a little bit of chance to know who I am and what it is that I've been doing. And I got a special clip here at the end of this video that I'm going to get and run down here in a second. But my last vid, somebody had asked me why I chose Pi Anon as my moniker. And it's got a kind of a weird answer, but just to shorten it up real easy, I'm a nerd. I love math, and you ask any of my teachers and my professors, I do like it. I'm just horrible at it. That's okay though. Just I've always enjoyed it. But Pi, P-I, also stands that I'm a patriot inside. And if you put my real life initials, J and T, together, it makes the Pi symbol. I like to paint. Whenever I paint, I sign it with the Pi symbol. It's just something that I've used for years, actually. And actually during a summer once, several years ago, and I still mess with it just because I enjoy doing it, little party trick, I guess you could call it, but I memorized the first 200 digits of Pi, mostly because I was bored, and it just stuck. Drove my wife crazy with it for a little while. But I definitely enjoy math, and that's what it comes down to. So that hopefully answers your question. It's not fancy, it's not, you know, flashy or whatever, but I wanted something simple and easy. Funny part about it is when I first started using it as an internet tag, that I used the Pi symbol, the actual Greek letter, and people kept informing me that they couldn't find me. They would want to subscribe or follow my channel or whatever, the platform that I was on, and they could never find me because they didn't have the Pi, the Greek keyboard, you know, to type it in. So I ended up switching it to the English spelling just to make it easier for folks, which, you know, I guess I wasn't smart enough to figure it out to begin with, but whatever, live and learn. Also want to give a quick shout out. There is a event coming up this weekend of the July 16th, 17th, and 18th. Got Magapalooza. Magapalooza is going to be a 3-day camping retreat in the Kentucky Lake area. I'm not going to say the actual location for security reasons, but there's tons of advertisement out there, tons of places that you can contact, emails, find out where it's going to be. It's a free event. They're not charging for people to come, but it's going to be with a boat parade on Kentucky Lake on the 18th, and they've already booked out all the resorts in the entire area. It's huge, a lot bigger than any of us ever expected. And that's the most recent event that with Enoch, that he's the one that was heading it up and organized this whole thing. But I had the pleasure of helping run the emails and stuff like that until I was arrested by the FBI. And then I just politely stepped away from it because I didn't want to bring any negative energy to it. You know, but this is all it is a camping retreat for people to enjoy the God-given freedoms that they have in this great country of like-minded patriots. So if you guys notice, I'm actually wearing the Enoch Second American Revolution shirts, which are actually not going to be any available for much longer because he's changing up his branding and everything. But he's a friend of mine, and you know, I've had the pleasure of working with him on several different events that he's been involved in organizing. So if you get a chance, go check out Magapalooza, go watch the boat parade. Unfortunately, I won't be there. Like I said, I had to step away because, well, to say the least, my travel is limited at the moment. As you can see, I'm not behind bars, I'm out on bond, but I be a little more difficult crossing state lines for that period of time. So on that happy note, Enoch is a good friend, and I just want to give him a shout out because it's amazing how God has helped him get all this put together as easily. And also want to give a big thank you out to the resorts that have gone above and beyond to help make this happen, giving things out of their own pocket, and even simple stuff is like porta potties for the resorts, and allowing primitive camping for people that weren't able to get booked into hotels and the condos and different cabins and things in those areas. And it's actually sold out every resort, RV park, campgrounds, everything in that entire area, to the point where people are opening up their fields in the surrounding area just to give people a place to pop up a tent. So it's going to be massive. I look forward to seeing all of the videos and the pictures and people that are going to share online, and I'll be there in spirit. I might be able to live vicariously through you guys, so God bless, safe travels. A couple of the events that I've been involved with him, one of the more notorious ones, I guess you could put it that way, would be the Midnight Ride Caravan. It was a nationwide caravan that went across the entire country and stopping at different cities, giving a chance for patriots to gather together with a group and then all drive down to DC together. The money that was raised for that event went to help those patriots get, you know, the gas, the food, and the things that they would need to get there and back home, even if they didn't have transportation, you know, so much as getting bus lines to help take people down there and back. So it was definitely interesting. He was ahead of that, and I had the pleasure of helping to coordinate the routes on the southern part of the U.S. to where they all met up in Richmond, which is where I met up with them because I was working in the area at the time, and then to drive into D.C. and go show solidarity for our president and to use our voice to peacefully, I can't stress that enough, peacefully use our voice to protest and call for truth and transparency. You know, that's the First Amendment, our God-given right. Nothing ever gets hurt by asking questions like, hey, this doesn't look right. Let's look into it, see what the truth is. So anybody that knows me knows that I am staunchly nonviolent, and I believe in the constitutional process, the justice system. Like I'm not a violent person. I believe in free speech, even if I don't like what somebody has to say. You know, I'll stand up for the right to say it. Anybody that's in my Telegram channel, I have had it up for several months, and I've never once kicked somebody. Haven't had to. It's a great community of folks that I have there, and I really enjoy the conversations, the chats, the sharing of news. You know, that's what it comes down to. And typically, if somebody comes in there posting some crazy crap, hate-based, whatever, they get shunned by the community to the point they just leave on their own. I don't even have to kick the ban button. So, you know, that's definitely a blessing in its own. Now, I'll put all the descriptions or links in the description box for that. I'm going to put some links in the description box to get a hold of Enoch, his channels as well. He's the one that runs the News Blast news readings, and also his personal Enoch channel, which is more of a laid-back smoke session, personal interviews thing. I actually have his permission to post a video of a series that he's doing called Interviews with People You Don't Know. I was his episode 3, and despite technical difficulties for, you know, just starting to do live streaming and things like that, which, you know, is always to be expected, it was a lot of fun. And so I'm going to go ahead and post that here following this video as well. And certainly appreciate the shout out, the recognition from Enoch for looking towards the community. You know, if everything that he's done, he doesn't make it about himself. And that's one thing I really enjoy about him and the group that he creates, and the community that has formed around it, because it's about unity of patriots, about the movement. So kudos, bro. Now the next question is, why was I arrested by the FBI? And I plan on doing a video in more detail, but I also don't want to help anything that's, or do anything that's going to hurt my defense, because I'm not guilty of what they're accusing me of. I'm not violent. I didn't destroy anything. I didn't go into any buildings. You know, I'm not the, you know, if you listen to the news, they have actually given me the title of the self-professed leader of the riots, and that is just patently false. I didn't lead anything, and I'm definitely not involved in any of the garbage that happened down there. I'm no agent provocateur. I'm not an insurrectionist. I'm definitely not a freaking traitor. I love my country. I love people and the citizens of this nation. I believe in freedom. I believe in freedom of speech. I believe in self-preservation. You know, like, none of what happened there do I condone at all whatsoever. But I do believe in using your voice to express your derision peacefully. And so I think it was historic to see as many patriots that showed up without evil intention and to express that. So after this video here, I'm going to include a clip from the Midnight Ride. And I think you guys will enjoy it because it shows the type of patriots that we had join up. People that were proud of country, proud to be part of this nation, and proud to stand for freedom. So with all that being said, thank you once again, and enjoy the clip.
First and foremost, hi everybody, I'm Pie. The number, not the tasty treat.
Thank you, Pie.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming here, the Enoch's Midnight Ride. This has been a national event, folks coming as far as Phoenix and California, Washington, to show in one unified voice that we the people are the ones in charge, and we want a fair vote, we want truth, we want transparency. It's all because of you, us, we in this nation, that we have the freedoms that we do, right? Free because of the brave. I'd like to thank our local militiamen, the local law enforcement, helping keeping the Pantifa folks away from here, keeping us safe. I'm so glad, and I thank God for the safe travels that you guys made it this far. No incidents that I know of on the road. That's amazing. We're going to be rolling out here pretty soon. It's pretty much a free-for-all. Once we get past 395, I know folks parked in different places, different reserve parking. So once we get past 395, by all means, go on your own. Do what you want to do. But while we're out there together, honk, show support. Just be safe. Please be safe. The schedule that I know about, if everybody wants, is we all are meeting at the Ellipse to listen to Mike Lindell and President Trump speak. After that, we're all going to march together down to the Capitol to listen to Michael Flynn and the events going on down there. And then there is a picnic at 2:30 at the Infinity statue. Open. Come all in. There's going to be some big names down there, some YouTube personalities, folks that you guys might watch, listen to, podcasters, etc. So that's the game plan. So thank you all for showing up. This is beautiful. The charity, the giving, the love, the patriotism, American exceptionalism at its best. God bless you all. See you in D.C.
Meantime, a Make America Great Again caravan rolled through central Virginia this morning on its way to Washington, D.C. That's where thousands of people are gathered to speak out about the presidential election results as the Electoral College meets today to certify those results. The nationwide caravan is made up of 4 routes. One traveled by the TA truck stop on North Carter Road in Ashland today. Our crew there counted at least 60 vehicles. We spoke with the group's organizer, who goes by the name Anon.
The president's only asked us to do 2 things for him. One was to vote for him, and the second is to come to D.C. and stand in solidarity. And that's what we're doing. You know, initially, we didn't even know what we're coming down here for. Just we knew that the president was like, get down to D.C., I need you. And he's done so much for our country. That's the least we could do for him.
This spokesperson also tells us that his group's goal in D.C. is to call for truth and transparency to ensure a fair vote in the presidential election.